Yo, 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 everybody. Welcome to Team RaddTitan. If you don't know, I am George, or Geo, as people call me, over there looking like some sort of troll in the dark with no lights. Is Alex. We are the Team of RaddTitan, and we will be going through the weekly update of basically our hobby, what's been going on, what pieces we've got in, what sort of pre-orders we've made, and some nitty-gritty that's been happening over the last. I mean, every time I go on holiday, there's some sort of drama that unfolds while I'm sitting on a beach or somewhere or by the pool. We're going to be covering the Tweeterhead's nightmare debacle situation. We're going to be talking about some of the history of, the fact that, Chad was going to come on to talk to us and talking about what we felt is going on over there and the history behind that and what's been going on with the recent chat that he did over on Blackcout's channel. We're going to be talking about that. So we'll cover that. We'll give all the updates. We'll also be looking at some fan art pieces. I've got some Sideshow pre-orders that I made while I was on holiday. Obviously, the sun, sand, sea, and sex stuff wasn't enough. I had to buy some statues while I was there too. We're going to do the fan art. We'll do the license stuff, and obviously we'll be covering your questions. So, as you do know, that with RaddTitan, we are not in partnership with any company. Anything we get in, we actually pay for. So, and anything that does arrive gratis from any companies, we do say so when we review or talk about the pieces that we're discussing. So, with that in mind, there is no subject that's taboo. There is no company that's safe here. So, if you have a question, you want to talk about something, we can definitely divulge and get into the big details of it, without any sort of worry of upsetting anyone. We've been around for a really long time, and we are happy to field those questions and answer them honestly. So, how are you, bro? Anyway, you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good as usual. I've always get to the last point of where we're about to go live, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's that. Oh, and that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, no, not too bad. I mean, I went to Poland. I think we did do a chat after that. We must have done a chat.
Yeah, we did one when you got back, yeah. And then basically I went away straight after that. You came back and then we did the chat and I fucked off. So I've just come back from Spain. I was in Polop, which was just outside
I had a couple of those removed from my nose.
You did indeed. Not good looking as this one, I'm afraid. Yeah, I was over there. It was nice. I was over there for about just under 2 weeks. So a nice little bit of there, pool and all that business. So I had a little bit of a break. So nice. I'm a little bit more tanned and a little bit fatter than when I was last there. So I got big business with the gym on Monday.
Someone like I get, because obviously I go the messages pop up when someone replies on YouTube, and someone just put like a comment on the LBS Batman video going, "Are you just trying to put that voice on to make yourself sound tougher than you are?" So I didn't know what video it was. I just saw whatever. And so I click on it and I'm like, oh, is this when I was in doing this other Superman video in the Supercraft Labs one? So I'm clicking on it and thinking, what was I doing? Because I think maybe I was thinking in my head, what was I doing? Or maybe because I was kind of assembling the statue, I'm kind of like, oh sorry, maybe it's me, and then it's you. So I'm like listening to it. I'm like, oh, does he sound like he's? And I'm like listening. I'm like, all he's doing is it's like nighttime, and you're like trying to be quiet.
Yeah, that's right.
You're trying to be quiet, and it does sound. You do sound a bit like you're tired, so you're a bit. Yeah, well, you've got a bit like a croaky voice.
So yeah, like, well, when it's
tired,
yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, it's so easy, isn't it? It's just so fucking easy to sit back, and we ain't done nothing. We don't try nothing and criticize everybody else. So unfortunately, with social media now, everyone has a very quick opinion on something. And they just ain't willing to get up and fucking do the graft themselves. But they got a big, say, like that fat cake eating cunt who has a lot to say about everybody else's channel and what they do. Yeah, it fucking makes basically 90% of his channel that has any views is him starting trouble with companies or starting trouble with other channels.
No, it's actually
it's just a rag of a channel where it's starting.
He did a comment about like, oh, you guys got your views because you did a load of shorts and you did this and you did this. You go on his channel and it's like, well, at least our shorts are our shorts. He's just done like loads of shorts of films. So like some X-Men films or something. There's like shorts of them, and he's got like I don't know, a couple of thousand views from him. That's his views are from
So,
that.
but you know what? It's very easy to do. It's very easy to criticize other people when you're sort of like sitting doing fuck all yourself. Like I always think, you know, you got to sort of earn that right to criticize people. You know what I mean? That's why, like in football and stuff, and in boxing, you know, if there's like a big fight on, they have like ex fighters talking about it. They have people, you know what I mean? They have people that are sort of are experienced, so they can critique it and talk about it with some degree of knowledge.
Yeah,
They
they're not really.
they don't bring in fucking Jeff from across the road who lives
They're
in his
doing.
fucking.
They're doing football though. I mean, I don't watch football, but it's always some fucking woman talking about it.
Yeah, but a lot of the time the women are ex players. Like all the women are ex players.
And it's got like, and the
For the
same
most
with
part.
UFC. There's that Laura, whatever her name is, and she comes in and starts talking about UFC all the time.
Yeah, but
And
it
then
won't hold any weight. The opinions that people actually respect are the people that have fucking done it or been in there. So this is one of them things where, yeah, it's like you say, if it's, you know, the chances that I get to actually do videos and stuff is at night. You know, that's when all my kids are asleep, and I get like, you know, an hour to myself or so. I get down there and sort of unbox some shit and do some stuff. And what I don't want to do is be like, this is fucking like, you know what I mean?
I can't do it. I can't even do it in the chat now because like my room's here, and then Logan's fucking sleeping next door now. So you know, I still have to be a bit quiet now.
Yeah, when you drop, when you do like anything like that, where you're trying to not shout, but also you need to be heard, you have to drop your voice a tad. So you have to sort of talk a little lower, so it's not got that sort of like, I'm going to wake every fucker up, and then in the middle of a review, I'm going to have some fucking half naked child walk across the camera and say, "You come to me for a week." You know, nobody needs that. So,
yeah, I don't really want YouTube to get shut down again for something else. Anywho, I'm just trying to think really. I mean, oh, do you know what I did? Oh no, I forgot to tell you, didn't I?
What?
I forgot to tell you.
Oh, no.
I got that Black Friday fucking message about fucking Leon, man. He's doing it to you as well, isn't he?
What?
Leon's like sending you shit, isn't he? Leon Gorin.
Probably.
Yeah, he sent you all that. I think he sent you because he sent me screenshots because he sent me something, and I replied back to him going, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
And he wrote LOL. He goes, "You sound just like George." And he sent me a screenshot, and he sent you some Godzilla thing, and you were like, "Don't you fucking start." Yeah, basically, no, he sent me like some stuff, and then I went on the website, and I have actually ordered from them before, and some of their prices, like you look at it and you're like, that can't be right. You know, that really can't be right. I mean, they literally got the Connecticut's Charlie and Guile, and it's like $279, yeah, shipped.
Wow,
and it's just like
that's massive. That piece.
Yeah, I mean, it's two big boxes.
It's massive.
Even though they're like 1/6 pieces,
it's still massive.
You know what the Guile or I can't remember which one it is now, but it is basically a big core scale box, you know. So yeah, I was really
like flying on like a plane engine, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah. Yep. So basically, I'm going through the Black Friday stuff, and XM Rhinos in there, right? And I'm like, that is a massive piece.
It is, yeah.
As a big like beast of a piece, and it's not. Yeah. It's not a bad piece as well. It's nice.
Nice.
I mean, I do like the original Sideshow one, but it's just that it's under scale. It bothers me.
Yeah.
But this is a massive piece, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that's because one of the problems as well is when you go on this site, it's called Hexapus. When you go on it, their prices are fucked. Where if it's got like a deposit, the deposit price will show on the front page. So you'll click on it, you'll go on it and go, oh, wow, that's $100. You'll click on it, it'll jump up to like 1,200.
Yeah.
Because that's DNOD. So then with it's hard to track the prices with that. But anyway, you click on Rhino and it's like $350 shipped.
Yes.
And we're in a good position now with the pound. You know, it's a bit stronger. So I think I had to pay like a £13 admin fee or some bullshit. but sorry, $13 admin fee, and then it still worked out. I think it was £280 shipped.
Did you get it
And
then?
I'm like, yeah.
Let's fuck you up, bro.
Yeah,
Although it is like, listen, with all the Spider-Man you've got so many options, like with stuff like that.
I was thinking that was one of the things I was thinking about. I was sorting out my boxes the other day. I needed to get one out, and it was right at the fucking back, typically. And so I pulled them all out, grabbing a box. I'm like, what's that? That was Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man comic kit. Okay. Get another box. What's that? Oh, it's the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Okay. Oh, what's that one there? Oh, it's the Alpha 3 Spider-Man. Oh, okay. Get it. What's that one? Oh, yeah, it's the Iron Spider comic kit. Oh, good. Oh, okay, that's a little box over there. What's that one? Oh, it's Back in Black Spider-Man. Okay, yeah. And then the next one, what's that one there? Oh, it's a Spider-Man on the crane. Oh, good. And then I'm like literally there thinking like, I don't have really anything like to pair them with. I mean, I've got Spider-Woman. I do have
Venom Arises.
obviously Venom Arise. I do have, but you know, the thing with, I'm still trying to work out what I want to do with my busts. So Venom Arise with the Alpha, the ATF bust is going to look amazing. I've got the Carnage life-size bust from Sideshow next to the Carnage kind of cat, and then I've got Spider-Man next to Spider-Man. So trying to work it out anyway. But and then I've got the Hobgoblin comic cat. I've got the Electro. I've got the Lizard. I've got the, you know, so I do have a few fair few. But I was a bit like, shit, man. Maybe I should get like Doctor Octopus, or I should get some of these other bits in. I mean, I did sell Scorpion, which at the time it was just selling for too much money, and there were there was quite a few parts on that over time are going to get broken.
Yeah.
Like the defense panels and his tail, they're all just really, you know, there's something's going to happen over time. So I think I made the right decision on that one, but it's still, I'm thinking, shit, I need more. Oh, sorry, I do have the Black Cat there as well. But yeah, so there are some, but I'm thinking I need some kind of other ones. So yeah, for that price, I'll do it.
Definitely do. You could do with probably moving on one or two Spider-Man and probably bringing in just a handful of the villains. Yeah. Like honestly, I mean, it's worth bringing in like a few villains, definitely. I mean, I really like that Wolfpack. I really like that Wolfpack. I would love that myself.
Is that the one that like a couple of people have painted up recently?
Yeah, it's the one where he's basically got two different sort of like heads that go onto the arms of the thing. They got their like classic little hands on the ox, and then the other one's from the movie. He's got a couple of different portraits, but it's the classic look where I really like. He's got like a strongman body, like, you know, like the old strongman from the fair that people used to go to. We've got like a big gut, but massive shoulders, massive quads, big biceps, like big like dad bod guys, like training guys go to the gym but like ain't dieting and shit. He's got that kind of build. I really like his build in it. That's one of my favorite things about it. I think it's a Sosa sculpt. It's a very nice sculpt. That's that one.
Yeah. I mean, I'll leave it for now, and then once I've got that one obviously coming, but then once I start getting the others in, once I get the cabinets in, I can then put them up and start kind of pairing them off and displaying them and stuff. So yeah, that kind of happened. Did I tell you I got the Red Hulk Bowen bust?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I got
Sign that you're one in it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Thought you were boring.
Oh, do you know what I did see as well when I was at the Comic-Con last week? And I was a bit like, maybe I should pick up, and then I was a bit like, yeah, I'll probably just sell it anyway. It was the Psycho Man bust.
It's brilliant. That one.
It's like 40 quid for like without a box.
You'd have bought that. It's like £200.
Yeah, I had no box.
It's like 250 one, that one.
Yeah, and then it had the YMCA Hydra Man.
Hydra Man, like the really expensive one.
No, that's Hydro Man.
Oh, you're talking about the one that's like that.
Hydra, it's like that. Like
yeah.
It's actually really nice.
Is it got the a whirlwind on it.
No. It's a Hydra Man, so he's got the Hydra symbol. Hell Hydra. It's like the guys that go with MODOK, or the AIM guys go with MODOK.
Yeah, you're talking about the guys that like that.
Yeah.
It's a set of three.
They only have one of them.
They're not called Hydra Man. They're like, it's just called Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra. Sorry. Yeah.
There's no, there is one called Hydro Man, I think.
Hydro Man, yeah, is the one where he's like that, and he's all the water.
Yeah, that's a really rare one. That one.
It's expensive, and
if you can get one that's not discolored, because that resin discolors, it goes green.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say then. But yeah, anyway, so I saw a few of them. I was quite like surprised. Also, what I saw, because again, it's so nice. Like when because normally at Comic Cons you can get quite ripped off like all the time. And I think I told you that story about this guy when I was looking for comics, and I asked him if he had this and he had that and he had that, and he just go. I asked him for 3 things, and he sort of stopped me and goes, "Mate, I'm going to stop you there. We bring all the shit we can't sell in the shop to Comic Con. That's how it works." I'm like, "All right, thank you, goodbye." So, but then so they had the Raiders of the Lost Ark premium format, £200. Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
It's a nice one.
I mean, like the only thing with that one is it's the same as a lot of the other older stuff. Is the jacket flakes. So I didn't even bother like looking at it, to be honest.
Entertaining it, yeah.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay. I was trying to look up something for you there, but it's not that nice actually. It's like a Godzilla bust. Little Godzilla bust lights up, £189 shipped. Let's get into the comments anyway. So, Aussie Gamer Collector, you were in early. How you doing? Happy JCG, welcome to the party.
Hey, brother.
I totally get it. Yeah. Sup, everyone? How you doing, Mr. Kennedy? I get it. Yeah. Another company that may be going under. Potentially. We'll give our opinion on it. Happy Sunday. I'm sorry, happy Saturday. How you doing? How long before Chad files for Chapter 13? Is that bankruptcy, I assume? Yeah. And happy Christmas. Yeah. Good day, Mr. RaddTitan, sir, in chat. How you doing? Sirs, sorry. Sup, RK. Random Korean. Sideshow seems to be the only reliable licensed company. 3 decades of quality service, both collectible wise. The thing about that as well is there is an element of it that's quite damaging from the inside of the industry. I wanted to touch on it later on, but maybe I should hold on to it. I'll make a note and I'll come back to that one.
Yeah, means you ain't gonna think about that again.
Sorry? I'm gonna
talking about that again.
That ain't happening. No. Today I got a notepad. It's got all this written on it there, right? It says Harvey Weinstein there, right?
Okay. Let's see where that goes.
Yes. So, all right. Sideshow.
Monopoly.
Yeah, Monopoly. Okay. All right, so let's go. Aussie Gamers. Nobody cares about customer service until they receive a broken statue or never receive it. Yeah, true. E-Man, yo, Fran, even in all. Happy JCG Art.
Welcome.
Say, Conrads. You can do it. Oh, come on, Rads. I'm sure we were late or something. Chad was a bit chill on the YouTube chat. He needs to come off like he's taking shit seriously. Yep, that's a whole other point as well. Alex Cole, how you doing? Oh, Alex Cole, you just reminded me of something I was meant to talk to George off camera about. Let me write another note. Yeah, let me write that one at the bottom. It's been a really long day. Debacle, more like shit show. Yeah. That cunt's channel, yeah. What horror show that Chad interviews perfect time for Halloween? Yeah. Absolute shit show. House of Gog. How you doing? Welcome to the party, Pierre L'Experience. Mitchell Lawrence, buddy. Yeah, I was in MCM last week. I didn't know you were there. Really good to meet up, have a beer. What's up, Mr. Lawrence? Chiefs. I want a statue of Donald Trump, best president of all time. You can get one, actually. What was the one? There's one on our channel that's been reviewed by Tyler Sherwood. Stuart Murray in the house.
Welcome, brother.
Stuart, send my statue. I'm going to send out scammer reports about you, my man.
He just helped me out with some Godzilla prints I just got.
You know, he's a
I
good guy.
need them like I need a fucking prostate exam, but that's fucking a different story.
Every time he posts them, I laugh. I literally laugh to myself because I'm just like, he's such a fucking enabler. He's so bad.
You definitely don't want to have a drug problem and have him as a friend there.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Well, funny enough, he sends voice clips now and again, and I just like I can't even remember what he was saying, but it just made me laugh. I don't even think he was being funny, and I just said, mate, it just reminds me of like this fucking like listening to Trainspotting. Jesus Christ. I get it, totally get it. JCGR, what's happening? Jojo Valdez, what's good? I do my best. Leon, motherfucker. Josh in the house, how you doing? Happy Thursday, hope everyone. So, Josh is a console gamer, by the way, not a PC gamer. No, so he was having some massive rant with Rodney Jones about PC gaming versus console gaming. I literally was like, oh my god. I can't stand Hex's website for the reason. Oh, really? I haven't had an issue with it. I haven't had an issue with it. I literally ordered something and it came in. I had no issues with it. It was totally fine. And I've got something on the ship coming over. So I've had no problems with them at all. I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. So we'll see. Its interview was a shit show. Yeah. Hydro Trooper set. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. It's green. If it's green, it's New York City. Yeah. Hey guys, greetings from Brazil. How you doing?
Welcome, man.
Renato Choto. Crippler, yo. We need Crippler to do our introductions.
My intro is fine, cunt. There's nothing wrong with my introductions. It's just
they're not as good as his.
But it's not only fucking buffers as good as his.
Yeah. Mitchell Lawrence next time. Did you see that guy, David? I can't remember his name now. He used to be in a group all the time, like long hair, quite good shape, like quite big guy. He had a kid, and he went on to that app, and he got Bruce Buffer to do like an announcement video for his kid.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it was really cool. PC Master Race. Leon Room. I miss my PS3. Yeah. PC Master Race. Yeah, but Trainspotting resembles fit nice since it seems like Tweeterhead completely shit the bed. Yeah, but the Trainspotting resembles fit nice since it seems like Tweeterhead. Okay. I love Collectibles. How you doing, Chad? Happy Saturday to one and all. And I think that's it. There you go, Crippler. Yeah. All right. So, should we get into it?
Yes, go.
Let's do it. To it. Add screen, image file. No. Share screen. Entire screen. That one. All right. Here we go. So, we're going to go into the Tweeterhead stuff. So I don't know if we want to go into the kind of history of it or what we want to do first. But the thing is like there. Oh, actually, sorry. That's we're not going to go into that first because we're going to go into some. We're going to soften people up first with your Wolverine, and then we're going to go into it. Anyway, this was something.
Show your fucking your pumpkin.
Yeah, man. I want to show my fucking pumpkin. I was well proud of that.
You should be, yeah. But
like, you know the worst thing about it, right? was I did it well too early, and I did this about a week ago, like a week before Halloween.
How do you fucking do that? Do you like carve into the pumpkin with that?
Yeah, I had like about 4, 5 different scalpels, and then I kind of just like you go different depths, and then sometimes like with
Dude, I don't, you know, well, fuck it. I don't know what's going on in your house.
well, with the eyes and the triangles and all these little holes on the face, they went all the way through, and then all the outline stuff that was like carved halfway through, like on near to the end, so the light can still shine through. And then no, Mary wanted it done, so I was kind of given time to do it. You know, she was like, "Oh, you need to carve the pumpkin." I'm like, "Okay," and I said, "Oh, okay, do you want me to do it properly?" She was, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, I need some time." That was it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it came out.
Me and the 3 kids literally fucking did 3 pumpkins in about an hour. Like less than that, all of us together. I don't know what the fuck you're up to. Oh, what is this? Is this starting on with this? All right. So this is. I got something. In actually. It was.
Did your pumpkin look like that?
Did it fuck?
Exactly. Then.
Yeah, but the kids did it. You cunt. I'm fucking doing it myself.
So yeah, but if you would have done it, would it have looked like that?
Nah, I ain't got the patience for that shit, man. It's just not happening.
Mm.
I ain't got the. You know what I mean? For a perishable item, it's hard with pumpkins. I don't see the appeal.
That's
They
why
really don't fucking last. It's like one picture and it's like a bit like, yeah, no one cares.
This is what the fucking Josh did, our mod, right? Is he was the one who kind of fueled me to do it, because he was all going on about his fucking pumpkins and how he does all these amazing pumpkins. They're great, and there's this, and he's like fucking bigging himself up. He sends a picture and it's got about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 pumpkins, and they've all been carved out. And he goes, "Oh, these are my pumpkins over the years." What do you mean your pumpkins over the years? They're all fucking together. And he goes, "Oh yeah, they're craft pumpkins. They're like made of foam." And I go, "That ain't the fucking same."
Yeah, that ain't the same.
If it's made of foam, it's fucking easier, you know, because it's you know. And he goes, "Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's much harder." And this and this. I go, is it fuck? You just like literally the way you know. And he goes, "Oh, you don't know anything. You can't carve a pumpkin." So it made me carve a pumpkin.
I'm surprised that you fucking. I'm surprised you want to talk about pumpkins with your fucking company's PCS fucking pumpkins getting fucking slated.
Well, the thing is
all I keep hearing is fucking some sort of fucking cheap pumpkin that you can't put outside. I don't fucking get it at all.
Okay, the thing about the pumpkin, right? It's an $85 plastic pumpkin that's been injection molded, right? The thing about it as well is, I think Ant put a comment out to say you can put it, you know, you can put it outside for Halloween. Basically, you can put it outside your house for Halloween.
Oh, right, for the evening bit with the lights on.
No, it just says you put it outside for Halloween, but it's not really advisable to put it in direct sunlight, which for any plastic thing, even garden furniture, if you put it outside, you know, in direct sunlight, it's going to perish over time.
Oh, well, yeah,
it's not like you can't leave it outside for the whole fucking year.
That's just cast iron.
Captain Fucktard comes in going, "Oh, it's meant to be waterproof, but you can't put it in the sun." Oh, it's like, well, Halloween. If you're going to put it out for Halloween is pretty much one day, and it's in the winter, like in autumn. It's going to be dark. I'm pretty sure you can do it for the whole of Halloween if you really wanted to, which is what you would actually do if you're going to display it. You're not going to display it for a month. You're not going to display it for, you know. And this guy's like, "Oh,
but that's just typical. Though. The point is to start shit. He's only interested in starting shit. That guy. He's not interested in anything else.
And he's like,
he's sitting there with his fucking one hand's typing, the other hand's eating cake, and he just wants to fucking start trouble.
Well, it's like, you can't handle this $85 pumpkin. How are you going to handle this Ghost Rider? And it's like, they're 2 totally different things.
I actually think the $85 pumpkin looks shit. I saw pictures of it like on the website. I thought I couldn't get my head around it at all.
It's a replica of how it looks in the movie, though.
What movie is that?
Halloween.
I don't know. Just thought to myself, I don't get the problem. Like, it looks shit, and when it arrived, it looked shit, and I was a bit like, it kind of looks shit all the time. I'm not.
But it wasn't really sold as being like an expensive product. It was sold as like a Halloween decoration kind of thing.
I've got to be honest. I actually personally, I don't see why they would make that. I think that's a stupid thing to make.
I think it's just branching out, and it's
Yeah,
like a lower end thing, and
it's not clever.
it's so very
something about it, because that's exactly what fucking dumb people think. They think if you can't fucking do an 85 fucking pound dollar pumpkin, then you can't do a 2000 statue. Or do you understand what I'm trying to say here?
Mm.
You open yourself up to this sort of criticism from stupid people. They're basically like, well, if you can't manage this, then you're not going to manage that. It's like going to a restaurant, right? You sit down and have your starter. You play it safe. You're like, you're not going to have. I'm going to have fucking Parma ham and melon or something. And then it comes and it's shit. And you're like, you know what? I don't want to fucking stay. Because if they can't fucking manage Parma ham and melon, what the fuck are they going to do to my fucking steak? It's like, fuck this, let's leave. That's exactly the logic that people will have. They'll be like, you know, it's a cheap fucking thing and it's crap. And then they're going to assume that, all right, well, that means the expensive stuff or the good stuff is going to be crap. See what I'm saying?
But I think overall, the thing about it is the positive comments are outweighing the negative by quite a lot. It's literally, when you look at all the negative comments, it's Captain Fucktard repeating his comment over and over every single post. And
we know
a couple of other people. Most people are just like, this is exactly what I expected for the price point.
There's a lot of posts of people saying they're very happy with it.
The biggest complaint of it is the shipping. The shipping costs is like $50. It's the size of the box. So the people are like, you know, I don't mind getting this $85 pumpkin because it is what it is. And it is what I paid for. But then it stings to have to pay the shipping. And then obviously if you're going to get it in UK, you're going to get the tax, aren't you? So yeah.
Anyway, is this my shit? All right, so I've got this. I've got this piece in. This actually is another person's piece. I don't know why my knife's in there. Apologies for that, guys. Just here at the moment. I think I was doing some stuff with Mark Dunn where we were showing each other our knives. So this is the Wolverine bust by ATF. This is the battle damage one. This is actually another collector's piece.
Oh, so this is all over the place. Is that what you did? Is that all the picture you took? Is that?
Yeah, that's literally it. Because I want to film my actual proper reaction, so I'll get it out and do it. So, you know, he sent it to me, and you know, I'm not going to move it on to him when I'm done with it. So I'll have it for about a week, so I'll be able to do a video on it. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So that's like the battle damage Wolverine from ATF. That's the one with the adamantium faces, all his faces ripped off. Yeah. So. And then this is a piece. The piece of pictures obviously not in order. So this is the wicked robot quarter scale Wolverine
this one first.
That I got. So this is I got this. I did deal with Harvey thing. I got this and the Wolfpack Archangel. The Wolfpack Archangel is missing the box, two of the portraits, and the other set of wings. But he's trying to locate them for me at the moment. But I did a deal for that and this Wolverine, this wicked robot Wolverine. So this Wolverine comes with it comes with 5 portraits, 3 bases, and a set of switch out arms. So quite a lot of bits and pieces, you know. So I got this. I was a bit like, you know what? When he showed me the picture, there's 2 of the bases. So you get the classic X bases, like from the museum line from Sideshow. Because if you've got a few of those, like Gambit or Rogue or any of those sort of characters, you want to put slip Wolverine in there. It'll go seamlessly. And then if you want to put it in with the sort of stuff where there's bases on them, like the Cyclops or even some of the XM stuff or other X-Men, and you've got this sort of the museum sort of Rocky sort of base on the left. You also do get the same Rocky base, but without that black part. Some people have a problem with that black thing that goes around the outside. They're like, I don't like that. I just like it to be rocks. So they
I can see that. I can see
I have fucking no idea why there's 3 bases. It took me by surprise, and I was literally standing there for 5 minutes looking at the one with the rocks, the black bit, and the one that's the rocks, identical rocks, but no black bit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is it I could do this? Slip out and you put another one. Is this a replacement? What the fuck is this? I don't understand. I turned it upside down and I saw the details on the base, the underside of it, and I was like, oh right. So if you want to knock a few inches of height off it, then you've got that as well. So
yeah.
The options are fucking endless.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm talking about this shit. Move quicker. So yeah, so I think there's only like 30. I think there's 30 of them. So you get like you get you get a few different sort of arms. One that's sort of slightly up towards the face, and two that are down either side. And you got a little wrist switch out as well, which is like at the glove part, which is a clenched fist instead of like sort of semi-open fingered pose. Yeah, that's the base without the black bit. So that's like that's like less than an inch thick. That's probably about an inch thick. It's pretty cool. Never seen that before. So this is one of the portraits.
Very good gloss on the teeth there and the gums.
The enamel look on the teeth are brilliant. It's got a lot of like blues and shades into the sort of the black bits on the fins on his helmet. Got great texture going all the way around it, and good skin tones as well. Some fucking tool say to me like, "What's he doing with his fucking lip?" And I was like, "Well, that's what happens when you snarl, you fucking idiot. When you snarl, you're like your top lip goes in and your bottom lip flares out. Like, are you fucking retarded or what?" That's what he's sort of doing. Like, that's what happens with your face. I literally went on the first one. I clicked on like Wolverine snarls, and it was like Hugh Jackman. And it was like identical. And I just sent it. I was like, see, like the first picture. Fucking hard. But yeah, this is a really nice portrait, to be fair.
Yeah, that is nice. What are the claws like?
Claws are good. I think my only critique of this piece, like genuinely the only critique I have, is that they're metal, but they definitely are bendable. So if you're not careful, like my favorite thing about like the Thiago Prado Beast Mode one I've got, and the Wolf Killer version, the Eric Sosa Wolf Killer, is them blades. You can stab them into it like a pork joint. They'll go in. They ain't gonna break, and they won't bend. These, I think, if I stab this into a thing of meat, I think they would bend. So they've got a little bit of play in them.
These as well. Them ones are solid as well. You can't bend them. Solid.
I definitely think you could bend these if you fuck about with them. So I would probably like them a little bit more like the Wolf Killer sort of versions that like that. That's probably my only critique, though, to be honest.
Is that the same head?
Yeah, that's the same head. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it looks better from that angle.
So that's the same head, and then there's
underbite as well.
Yeah, you've got like they're based off loads of different artists' stuff. So you have that one, and there's like this. I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking moustache for a second.
Yeah, that's what I got out. I was a bit like, I had to make a picture of it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Fucking Baltrock.
I thought it was a fucking spider or something. I thought it was some shit brown spider. But actually, what it is a little like flick of hair that there's like three or four pieces of hair that flicks out, and you see it goes into the center of like that Clint Eastwoody portrait.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It looks like almost where you got a moustache, and then you got like the little kind of tash that comes down in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's that one there. So then flicks at the front there that you can see sticking out. They're like all going out in all different directions. This is him like smoking a cigar. He's got like the more brown highlighted hair, a little bit more aesthetically pleasing face. This is that next one is the Ben Oliver portrait. So this is like like another Wolverine one. This one's a little bit more vicious and gritty. Mouth is open.
Yeah, it's good with the mouth open like that.
Yeah, it's got like that's what's on display at the moment as I'm using the Ben Oliver. That's actually by Hannibal Sculptor. He did this portrait, and he also did the Jim Lee, which you'll see in a minute. It's the like no eyes one. Not that one. That's like I always think of that as Clint Eastwood one.
Yeah.
Like more handsome. He's got his scars, but it's a pretty nice one. And then that's the Ben Oliver one. And that one there, he also did that. Hannibal Sculptor did that one there, which is the Jim Lee one. So that one's like eyeless, and he's got like really keen mutton chops and all that.
Yeah.
Flared up. The head's quite big, like it's like see what I mean? All that going on, but it's really nice. And there's
classic as well.
Yeah, it's fucking well nice. A classic portrait too. So you get all these different looks on it. See, I think with Wolverine, it's a little bit like Batman in a way. It's a character that we've watched in so many mediums. So we've read the comics, all different artists. Then we've watched the animated series. Then we've watched movies. Then we've like seen cartoons and other kind of caricature joke stuff and all these things. And what we do as people is we take little elements of all of those things that we watched, and we're like, I like this about it, and I like this about that one. I like the portrait of this one, I like the attitude of this one, and then we get this amalgam of the character that we can never really get in a 3D form, because it's a bit like you can never really be satisfied with Wolverine with one statue, because you're a bit like, you know, I like all these different elements from other ones as well. So getting that in a 3D form is really difficult. So the reason I actually got this was because when I saw all the options, I was like, you know what? There's so many choices here with this one. Like, the build of him is not well fucking jacked. So it's not just that one sort of beast mode look style that I actually do like. You know, it's a little bit more adaptable. So I was like, you know, you put the first appearance portrait on it, and the body like goes, it works. You know, it really does. And then you put the other ones on, and it seems to look good when you switch it up and about. You know, I've had all 2 or 3 heads on it so far.
It looks like they're all tucked into bed.
Yeah, they are. They're all tucked into my little cushion thing, so they can stay up there. But yeah. Yeah. So that's with the X base on it. You can sort of see what you're looking at there. And there's a rocky one.
You need to do the intro and outro for this video.
Intro, outro, and then my thoughts. Yeah, I've done just the unboxing bits for it so far. That's how I've got it at the moment. With the armor.
How you doing, Toy Quest in the house?
Welcome, brother. But this one, I felt like this just tipped it. Oh, yeah, you also get that little, you know, the towel that sticks on the back. Yeah. You've got that.
As well, the way it's kind of hair. It's kind of, you know, like kind of tucked up where it's under.
Yeah, exactly. The hair on his arms is done, but like it's not really like over the top. You know, the build of him is muscular and built, but not like ridiculous. So, you know, there was a lot of positives to this that I thought to myself, you know, I like the blues and the yellows and all the textures. Shading's really good, and that's him in there at the minute with you know, how I have him displayed.
Oh, it's good to see the kind of height comparison. Oh, actually, he's on the bigger base as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I could definitely drop him a bit if I used a rocky base with nothing.
No. Sorry, I meant the Cyclops comparison with height, but then Cyclops is on quite a high base.
Nah, in terms of foot wise, it's close. I mean, I think Cyclops is about 23 inches or something like that, 22, 23 tall in total, and that Wolverine with the base is 19.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, you know, he's a bit bigger, but I mean, you know, I still think that Wolverine, that one from Thingy is more like a 6 foot 5'11" Wolverine. So it's not like the stumpy 5'3" version. So, you know.
Yeah.
I was happy with it, you know, it was a nice surprise. You know, I liked how adaptable it is. There's so many eyes there, so many sort of references that you can sort of enjoy, and they go together. So, you know, I'm quite happy with that.
All right. God, there's the box. Nice artwork on the box.
Yeah, that's for the bust, isn't it? That's for the bust one. That was like, you know, the adamantium bust. So yeah, come out well, man. And this is some of the artwork for the you know, inspired that portrait.
Nice. And then I've literally had this for ages. I bought it off of, I think, Tyler Sherwood, and I just I've had it boxed up for ages. I've been going through stuff, and it's a tiny box. It's literally like a shoebox. And I thought to myself, I'm going to get it out. Fuck it. So I got it out today. It is a real like Marmite. Like, people hate it or love it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do like it. I don't like it, to be honest with you. I got it out, and I was just like, nah, it's not for me. The one thing I can say though is the paint is amazing. The paint is really good. But when you have it in front of you, it's so clean. And again, the same thing with the teeth are so good. Like, they're so good the way they're done. But yeah, I don't like the style. It's not for me. And then the masthead is better. The unmasked head is even worse. They had like a Logan that they
Sounds like
did.
caricature version, isn't it? That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, but it's quite old. I mean, I remember seeing this 10 years ago, easily. And they also had a version of Logan where he's wearing a vest, similar style. That one was really popular. Really popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, I unboxed it today. I just thought it'd be funny to put them after your Wolverine. Anyway, this also is House of Gog pieces because I moved some pieces around and I fitted some UV lights.
Oh, lovely.
This is just
They look
UV.
amazing. Ah,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether it will work because I can turn the light out because there is the UV thing there now, and I wonder if it will actually work. Actually, no, fuck, there's no point doing it, is there? Alex, do you like the line of fat versions of characters? I've got them all.
yeah, he has them. Yeah, he likes that.
I've got them in the corner. I've got the Deadpool, Wolverine, Venom, and then the Spider-Man. But the problem is there is a new version where they literally did them again 10 years later, but they didn't improve them, and they've just kind of copied them. And I think Art Statue Collector reviewed them. I don't think they're better at all. The original Wolverine one is really nice by Co-Signature Collectibles. Yeah, who made these? House of God. All right, let me turn the light. Let me see.
You know that. You know what that is the equivalent of, don't you?
What,
That's Heisenberg, isn't it? Say my name.
say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name.
You know why.
You see it?
Yeah.
Let me do my screen. I did it like that. Yeah, that's the UV on it.
They look great, man. Eerie as fuck, but really cool.
Yeah. I was quite impressed with those, actually. I mean, I bought them off of like Temu. I bought some other stuff, and I thought these like UV lights popped up, and I'm like, yeah, if I can't give them a go, it actually came out really cool.
I love it about that one.
What's the lights in your photo? Some UV. Yeah. It's literally just these like UV spotlights from Temu, and they've done the job, man. They're like 6 of them plug into one controller, and it goes into a USB. That's my order for Rhino. So we're here. Okay, let me just see whether. Oh, okay, it's gone like that a bit. So let me see if that's in order. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so where do you begin? Where do you even start with this?
It's a hard one, really, but I think we should start at the beginning, which was that we've had Chad on like before with David Igo as well. We've had them on. And he's actually really tough. Like in he's very difficult to like. I want to say that in the politest physical terms. Like he's it's difficult to like him or to be sympathetic because he's sort of like it's one of them guys who creates his own storms and then cries when it rains. You know, he has this tendency, or he did when we had him on the chat. And I said when we come off air with Alex, I said, you know, it's a recipe for disaster because he's got this sort of very casual way about himself with business that just is alarming. Like, I have my own business. My wife has her own business. It's just like it's a level of sort of like assumptions that can cause a lot of problems. And I think he has this way about him, which is like, oh, they know me, or you know, everyone sort of just knows what I'm like. And it's a bit like
that was something I called him out on several times. Was, you know, I don't know what our subscriber count was at the time. You know, it was a few years ago, so maybe we were on 50K or whatever we were on then. And maybe it was when we were at, the couple hundred mark. I don't know. But anyway, he kept saying, people know me, da 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 da. People know, da da da. And I'm like, why? Why do they know that? And he's
No.
like, oh, yeah, they know. And I go, not everyone. Oh, yeah, but in the Tweetheads group, this. I go, that's a very small group.
Yeah.
Not all your customers are in there, So
No. Yeah.
that was something. Anyway, so we had a conversation with them back then about, were they having problems then? I can't even remember.
They weren't having problems at the time. I mean, I think as well they've been very lucky because they're basically surfing on the genius of David Igo. To be honest, he makes some amazing stuff, and the reason why people go into Tweeterhead is because some of the stuff he's done is amazing. I've got like 3 Tweeterhead pieces at the moment. I had more before. The only difference is between me and Backhuck is I actually pay for my stuff. Because that's just how it goes. Unfortunately, I have to pay for the shit I want. You know what I mean? And we know that that's not the case at the other end. So, unfortunately.
Okay. But back on pointing out, I think the whole thing about kind of with Tweetheads over the years is there's constant been complaint about the responses of things and the customer service. There's been a lot of complaints about that over the years. One of I won't go into that. We'll go into it in a minute. But one of the things was so they're on with this guy Chris Cureton, Curenton, Cureton.
Yeah.
He went and did. This company's been in utter farce for more than a decade. It's always the same thing. We recognize a problem, we're fixing them, and then they never do. These are a handful of posts over the years. So he's posted from September 14. September 14. I've seen a few posts recently delaying shipping issues. Just wanted to take a moment to give that. I'm not going to read all these. If you want to read these, you can pause, and hopefully they're high enough quality for you to read them. And then, so this came up as well. I think Craig Hay posted this. It's like an AI thing about their warehouse, if they go bad business. But based on feedback. Then August 19, here's some. Here she comes to save the day. Gwen. So she'll be handling refunds. And this is August 19. December 19, great news, end of the year. Besides Gwen, we've added Vicky to Tweetheads. August 22. Hey everyone, Chad here. We're having some of the customer service issues. Are working on them. So it's constantly acknowledging there's customer service issues, not really doing much about it. If you haven't seen it on social media, we're excited to announce that we are working to improve customer service. It's probably when they brought in Eric at some point. There you go, yeah. November 24, we're thrilled to introduce Eric, head of customer service. Eric actually is quite well known in this.
Got a good pedigree.
Yeah. He worked for Sideshow for a long time. He did some stuff with PCS, and he came in to Tweetheads and basically wasn't given any tools to do his job and just said, I'm off. I'm not doing this. So I don't think it lasted very long. And then the same thing, customer service issues. And this is production issues, all the same things over and over and over again over the years. I was talking to Chad behind the scenes. I think I started talking to him around July because there was a lot of issues going on behind the scenes, a lot of people complaining. Every time they were posting these
updates,
random, not even updates, it was just like, here's our Superman statue.
Yeah.
Just like random social media posts.
Mm-hmm.
And people, just literally 50 people, every single time. Where's my refund? Where's my this? Where's my that? Where's my da-da? Every single time, every time. So I posted that. I contacted him and I just said, Chad, what is happening? And we had a conversation. We spoke on the phone. So let me just get her to give me a bottle of water. Had a conversation and basically said, look, what's going on and this and this. And he said, like, there's problems with the shipping, problem with the factory, problem now with the tariffs, this and this and this, and and they were just radio silent for a long time. And I said, you need to put something out. Silence is just going to kill your business.
Yeah. Well, we know that, don't we? XM are trying to recover from that.
Yeah. So basically, we got into talks. He said, I'm going to be sending out this newsletter. He sent it to me. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I mean, I won't read the actual thing. I'll give the feedback. So the feedback I gave him was, like, where this falls short, you ignore the real complaints from customers are making. Nowhere. Oh man, my voice is well going.
Go get some water, you big.
God damn it! Yeah, hold on.
Getting voodooed up here, man. Someone's like voodooing you up. Yeah, I mean, fucking best anyway. Well. Reminds me of like Devil's Advocate, with that black guy with a fucking goat, whatever it was, tongue. Cow's tongue, he's like nailing in the Can't touch me though, fuckers. I have a protector, so you go fucking try. You might get the atheist over there, but you won't get me. I got a big brother watching my ass. Crystal clear voice. You right there, sweetheart? I was talking to the fucking dog. By the way, I just want you to know that while I was in Spain, I went over to Benidorm towards the old town, and there's like a very big gay scene, and all of them had your fucking dog.
Right. Let's see if that helps. All right. So basically, my feedback was about this post saying, look, it ignores the real complaints that the customers are making. Nowhere does it mention the Facebook group closure, which happened. They closed the Facebook group without telling anyone, which looked worse. Unresponded emails, cancellations, and the fact that people are feeling ignored. This creates a disconnect. Fans feel like their main concerns are not being recognized. The tone feels corporate and non-empathetic. The language leans defensive. We do not want to send out empty updates. This may come off as dismissive when fans would prefer some kind of check-in, even if there's no major progress. Sorry, man, it's not good. Misses the human touch, like, we know many of you are waiting on XYZ. It feels frustrating, and we hear you. Fuck off, man. The tariff explanation sounds like a deflect. Deflection, sorry. While tariffs could be real, fans may interpret it as an excuse, especially since they've been still waiting on products. Especially since they've still been showing new prototypes for products, which contradicts that we will pause and focus on shipping message.
Yes.
No clear timeline or accountability.
Mm-hmm.
They say in the next couple of months, but don't actually commit to an update when an update will happen. Without a follow-up plan, e.g. will post every 2 weeks, even if brief. It risks being another hollow promise. Doesn't address the replacements directly enough. Superman busts get a mention, but He-Man replacements are a sore point, don't. The omission makes it feel like you're brushing it under the rug.
Yeah.
And only give them like these suggestions to improve. I went away. I rewrote his actual thing.
Yeah.
I rewrote his newsletter. He offered to pay me, which I said no. First of all, I said how much, and he said how much.
You fucking Jew.
I did. I said how much, and then he said how much do you think is fair. And I said, in all honesty, I've fucking written it now. There's no point.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. And then
I'll bargain with a meal you've already eaten.
yeah, so I said, don't bother. He offered me a job as well. He asked me if I can come and do some consulting and speak to his team. And I said, yeah, I've already got a job. I don't have time for this. I rewrote his message. I sent it to him. Then, a couple of days later, he posts something totally different. So he basically cuts off, I think, the first paragraph and only posts that. So I'm like, what the fuck did you do? He goes, oh, Facebook wouldn't let me post that much text. And I'm like, yeah, I post all the time on Facebook. And I don't have that.
He just cut what he didn't want to use.
And then he sent me another message. And I go, again, this isn't good. You missed off this. You didn't do this. Da, 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 da. It was all like that, and all back and forward. And then during that time, it's like, you should come on our chat. You should talk about this, whatever else. He said, I'd prefer to come on your chat. I've been asked to go on Batman Statue Collector, but I'll prefer to come on your chat because I know it will be more worthwhile and it will actually get the answers needed. Said I need a little more time. Radio silent. I need a little more time. Sorry, this, that. Nothing. And then went on Batman Statue Collector's chat, which obviously pissed me off because, he made those promises. So, yeah.
I'm actually pleased, to be honest, because I've really hard for me with people like that. It would have been a hard conversation. It would have been a hard chat again because it just becomes like name dropping and fucking too much ego and not enough like business savvy stuff. It's challenging. There's a lot of fucking wind that comes out there. I mean, I didn't watch that chat. I heard that his panel gave him a good fucking like try to fight the collectors' corners, man. I heard that they did a fairly good job, but I mean, I also heard that he just sat back and moderated that chat in terms of like he didn't get involved in the conversation too much. Well, and with that, I think that is fucking really, really bad.
I'll tell you the worst part. I mean, the worst parts about it was there was no real substance to it at all. Chad basically went on there. He was very relaxed. There was no sense of urgency. There was zero preparation, and he just constantly does this meme. It's like, I get it. I totally understand. I get it. Not giving anything. Nothing at all. His first thing that he said was, which was quite telling as well to the panel, the way things are, is I know I'm not meant to mention them, but I want to talk about RaddTitan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So basically, obviously, he's probably been.
No, I'm not meant to mention them.
Okay. Something like that, yeah.
That's interesting. That's a fine choice of words.
Or no, I'm not meant to talk about them. Or no, something like that, yeah. And then he basically went on to say, that he was meant to come on our chat. He knows we're not happy with him. I helped him out with the newsletter, and he just wants the whole community to get along, and yada, 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 that kind of business.
Well, the problem is, he would have been relaxed on, Batman Statue Collector's chat channel because he provides them with statues, with free statues, and their friends, and he well promotes them. He's like the biggest promoter of fucking Tweeterhead, especially these lines. Massive promotion from him.
I mean, that's obviously one of the other points. Sorry, let's talk about the chat first. Sorry. So basically, yeah. So he went in there, zero prep. He literally said, "Oh, if this was happening on Friday, I would have an update for you." Which again was, well, why didn't you put it off till Friday when you had them answers rather than that? Then what happened is credit to there was a guy called Billy.
Yeah.
He was really good, and he was the guy who was the most vocal Eric did his bit. Jeff did a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about Chris afterwards. But Billy basically when I went at him a couple of times, and there was a part where Chad was like, "Yeah, I totally get it. Da, 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 I understand." And then he goes, "Listen, you keep saying I get it. You keep saying I get it." And then Chad's like, "I get it. I understand." He's like, "Stop saying that. Stop saying that. You've not given us a definitive answer. We've been on here for an hour. You need to give us some kind of answer."
Good.
When he's like trying to get him to give an answer, it's the only time I saw Chris talk up and go, hey Billy, he said he's going to get us some kind of answers by Friday. Maybe we should let him get those answers. And I was like, are you fucking kidding? So the only time that he's getting targeted and told you need to give an answer, and then Chris decides to fucking moderate.
Yeah.
So,
to protect him and basically protect his little investment, his situation.
His little golden goose, little chicken egg, or whatever, golden egg, or whatever it's called.
Yes, the golden goose, man.
So, there was another thing as well. So obviously he kept saying, "I get it, I understand." He then tried to kind of be relatable and kind of say, "I understand that you're frustrated," and he tried to give examples. One of the examples he gave was, I ordered a $20 Halloween outfit or a $25 Halloween outfit. I don't think it's arriving by Halloween. So I understand how you feel.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, he apparently gave 3 examples, but that one obviously stands out. And it's just like, are you actually kidding? That you, what? You just literally compared your statues to $20 Halloween costumes on going to arrive on time.
Yeah, but that just, when you dissect that and analyze that basically shows you that he's equating $20 of his money to the value of what you're spending in 500, 400, 600 or whatever on their pieces. He's playing down the severity and the cost. Yeah. He's making it like a minor difficulty, a minor problem. You know what I mean? Spend more than $20 in fucking Costa Coffee, for fuck's sake. Yeah. It's not a lot of money. But statues is a different thing. It's a luxury at the moment. And, the hobby's expensive. And I think he needs to read the room a little better in that regard. That's a bad example.
There was something about TikTok, but I didn't quite pick up on what he was trying to say there. He did keep blaming something on TikTok, but I don't understand what he was saying. John, did you pick up on what he was actually getting at with that? Because it made 0 sense to me when he mentioned TikTok several times, and I was just like, what does that have to do with anything?
I'll state it again. I only think Tweeterhead have got as far as they've got based on the genius of David Iger. I don't think they would have got half as far as they've got without having him basically doing the work. I mean that with all sincerity. And David Iger with me, we're not like friends or anything. Like, I mean, I've spoken to him, and he's a good laugh and shit like that. But we have very different ideologies on life, politics, religion, and everything else. We're not in the same place whatsoever.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, like I say, that doesn't stop the fact that he is an absolutely amazing artist and he is a creative genius. And if you've got someone like that in your fucking stable, you're going to do pretty well. You're going to, you can bank on that for a while. But, the problem is that, Chad has a bit of an ego problem mixed with this sort of very laid back, casual attitude to everything, which is a bad combination. It's a really fucking dangerous combination. So the problems that they're having is like all business problems. I mean, what I'm finding really difficult at the moment is I haven't really heard any apologies from anybody. I didn't hear him say to anyone, like, I just want to start. The way I would have handled this, the very first thing I'd have said is, listen, I just want to say that I and we at Tweeterhead are really sorry for how this has been handled. and what's been going. You know what I mean? I would just have to hit that straight off the bat, straight away, to start the tone in the right way.
Well,
And
that was
from
the
what
whole
I'm
thing about
gathering is that everyone is saying, like, no one got an apology for the fucking fuck about they've been having. And all I'm seeing at the moment is that he put this big post up about, like, contact this place for refunds. Everyone's going, I want refunds now.
Well,
So that was a bad fucking idea.
We'll get into that one afterwards, but yeah.
Oh, are you just moving me along where you see fit? You're starting to get on my fucking nerves.
No, because there's like bits afterwards, because I'm trying to kind of like get that part covered off, otherwise we're going to go back and forward.
I'm not going back and forward at all. I'm moving past. I'm moving forward. At the end of the day, I think, I think it's quite clear that the panel carried that fucking chat. And I think Chris has got a dog in that fight, and he does not want to piss Chad off. And he's feeling pressured that the community are all watching, and they're all expecting him to actually give. So he got out of it. He asked his group to fucking answer questions, and then he got his panel did the work for him. At the end of the day, he didn't take any accountability for his own channel and what they fucking, do you know what I mean? What part you had to play. What I find even more interesting is the amount of shit that we got from XM before an interview had even happened, and and Chris produced that shit, and basically it's just like, oh well, you did your best. I mean, that tells you the fucking standards, the hypocrisy of it, because we are held to a far higher standard, much heavier criticism. And it's much more like, yeah, well, you did your best. Like he's some sort of fucking moron or something.
Yeah.
Like he's licking the window on the way to work in his car. I mean, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, against the old staff for taking part. Yeah, but no, that was the whole thing. I mean, I was going to bring it up as well. I mean, we got a lot of shit for the XM interview.
Before a word was spoken,
before it happened. Yeah. Before it happened, it was all, oh yeah, this, that, oh yeah, whatever. And the thing about it was, I went there, took time out to do it. Tyler and I did the video there. Tyler's the only kind of person, other than the XM team, who was involved in the whole kind of day of filming. And I made a joke about it on a post today where I said, maybe I should just release the fucking Snyder cut of the interview, which is about 5 hours long, and just post the whole fucking unedited thing, because it's unwatchable. It's literally unwatchable. You're literally like, in the amount of times where I've had to say to them and say, like, Ben,
shut up.
You're not answering the question. Can you just go back and this is the question, answer it.
Show it.
I want to know about it. Yeah, I can't show it. It's literally it'll be like a 5-hour video.
I like the Snyder cut, the AT cut. Call it the AT cut. It's nice.
Well, the TS cut.
I think it's really fucking funny that basically, because you had previously worked on the social media side for XM about fucking 3-4 years ago, that was the stick that was used to beat you with. But Chad and fucking Chris are friends, and Chad sends Chris free statues, and it's like no one wants to talk about that. It's all like, oh well, you did your best. I'm going to quote fucking Sean Connery. Fucking, that's what losers do. Winners fucking go home and fuck the prom queen. Losers tried their best, gave their best. It's a load of shit. It's a double fuck. It's a complete double standard.
It's the Rock.
It should be like, oh yeah, it's all right. Like, you know what I mean? From what I'm hearing from everybody, it was a car crash of a fucking of a performance from Chad. So
the most common one, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking big mess. I mean, I can't sit through it because I don't like Chris at all, and I don't like Chad at all.
Mm.
I like the company. I like IGO, and I like some of the work they put out. But I find it, and I can talk to David IGO, but I find Chad difficult. It's very hard.
I think the thing with Chad is like, I don't dislike him as much as you do. Like the thing about it is, I'm very frustrated when I talk to him, and I find that he just has no sense of urgency, and he just doesn't want to make that decision, or he doesn't want to say that thing that's going to upset someone when that's the thing that needs to be said.
Yeah,
and I think that is the problem. And then my issue then is he had months and months. You know, he was due to come on our chat. He was due to come on Chris's. He knew he was going to do one or the other, regardless of where he went. He turned up with zero prep. He turned up with no prep at all.
That's why he went there, you fucking moron.
Yeah, but then like,
that's why he went there.
The funny thing about it is there's literally like where is it? This guy did this fucking breakdown. It's fucking hilarious. So we'll come back. There you go. The cliff notes for those who missed. So this is Mark Backs. Cliff notes for those who missed the Tweeterhead stream. Chad wishes everyone could get along. He wishes that all the different YouTube channels would combine forces in a cohesive statue group like some Power Ranger Megazord. Chad gave his history lesson on the history of Tweeterheads. They're a grassroots company, guys and girls. Chad was upset about his $25 Halloween costume not coming. Chad thought that's what his customers must feel like not getting their statues. So yeah, that was the cliff notes from the chat, which made me laugh hysterically. But again, it's all about the preparation thing and turning up, and he just, to me, he just came across really like arrogant in that moment of thinking that he can come onto this chat so low.
When he was here. It's just a part of how his personality is. But the problem is that mixed with a accountability you've got to sort of say we've fucked up and this is how we're going to fix it. Have to fix it.
So then they did send out the newsletter that they were meant to send out. So let's kind of go on to that one. And also, let me do my Harvey Weinstein thing because I did kind of prepare for that one. So, one of the things about, obviously with the Batman Statue Collector kind of panel and things like that, and they did it in the live stream format, and there is an element of they maybe needed a moderator, but it should never have been Chris.
Yeah.
Chris should never have been the moderator. He should have been the host. He should have been carrying it, and he should have been basically the one doing it. I mean, when you look at the XM interview and obviously the amount of work and time that went into that and the amount of shit that I got I sent XM all of the questions in advance and people are going, why did you do that? You sent them all the questions and you gave them all the questions so they would have the answers.
Well, that's the point of an interview.
That's exactly what I want. I don't want to put them on the spot so that they don't give me the right
answers. Yeah.
And then they come back in 2 weeks' time and go, hey, I wish I said that on the interview. I want them to not have any excuse. And that was what needed to be done at the time. So this being done this way, where it's on the spot and live, he didn't have any answers and he was unprepared. So, and the other side of it as well is that, there was a critique about it being very friendly. But, this is a Harvey Weinstein bit as well. It's like, if you were to interview someone, you need to kind of get them on your side. And the reason why I'm saying Harvey Weinstein is he's a piece of shit. Everyone knows he's a piece of shit. But if you were going to do an interview with him, you're not going to go in and go, oh my God, you took advantage of all these fucking women. You did all this shit and you did all that. You're going to try and get him on board. You're going to go, wow, in the 90s, you were involved in all this stuff. You're the reason why Tarantino, who's who he is today, you're the reason why these actors there and this, and you're going to fluff him up a bit, get him on board. And then you're going to kind of go in with the harder questions later on. Otherwise, if you go straight in and go, hey, you fucking piece of shit rapist, and he's going to go, yeah, this interview's over. So
you're talking about the logic of a child.
Yeah.
Them kind of critiques of people with such a low IQ that they probably need help opening a tin of beans. Because you can't have that kind of the whole point of an interview with anybody, the whole point of speaking to XM was to get the answers for collectors. It's not for any other reason. It's not for views. It's not for that much views. You get much more views doing fucking someone else. If it was about views, I would go around and I would do fucking them stupid things of fucking bringing homeless people fucking, do you know what I mean, keys to a car or some bollocks. You know what I mean? All that fucking shit that people do on social media for views and attention. XM interview was meant to help fucking people that needed answers, the collectors that needed answers from the company. You want the company to talk. So you're not going to try to catch the company out from the very start of it. You're going to send them the questions and you're going to say, I need answers to these questions because this is what the collectors want to know. What's your fucking answer?
And also, XM have started to deliver now.
Right.
So, you know,
but more importantly, you have just witnessed, from what I can gather, what happens if you don't do it that way. You think you're so fucking clever of we'll just get him on the spot. He just shut up shop and didn't give you any answers.
Yeah.
He did it nicely. He tried to do it as kind as he could, but he gave you fuck all. So in the end, what was the point?
Exactly.
Oh, we'll do it live and we'll catch him out and we'll do it all on the spot. Well, congratulations, because you got nothing.
Apparently, Cole says it's because they see TikTok as being seen as competition, which I don't get. The TikTok consumer base is not figure collecting base. No, TikTok is more like blind boxes, cards. It's not statues at all. So that's bullshit. Chad isn't going to say sorry. He feels like he's the victim. That was the issue when he kept sending me copies of the newsletter. It was all like, poor me, poor me. Oh no, this has happened. Oh no, this has happened. And the whole thing about this is he's left certain things so long thinking it's going to go away and something else has come up. That's what's what's happened is
the issue.
He had issues with deliveries and issues with other things to start with. Then there was loads of issues with factories, which jumped on board. That delayed things even more. Then there was issues with the tariffs, which have then fucked it all up. Now he's blaming the tariffs for things when it was all stuff from before anyway. He's had issues for the last 2 years plus. So it's not, yeah. Anyway, Chad is this Chad is a liar. He doesn't care. If you watch interrogation with murderers and serial killers, they don't care. They deflect, play victim. Master spin doctor, no accountability. So basically, sorry, they did do the newsletter. He promised to do it Friday. He did deliver it on Friday, late, but it's fine. Do you want to read it out or
no?
Okay.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm going to start coughing again if I read it all out.
Are you fucking cursed or something? Are you eating something? What are you doing?
It was like that time when you shaved your nuts and you didn't wash it properly, and then I licked them, and then I got that hair at the back of my throat. It's a bit like that again, you know?
No.
No, not really. So basically, yeah, we want to take a moment to sincerely. Oh, actually, he did apologize. Sincerely apologize for the delays. I bet he didn't write this though, and this is AI as well.
I don't care. It's got an apology in it. I'll take it. That's the way to do it.
All right, we want to take this moment.
I don't give a shit. Listen,
I read it.
I ain't got no fucking dog in this fight. I don't get no free statues from Chad. I don't have any pre-orders with Tweeterhead. So the bottom line is, I just want Tweeterhead to do well. That's my motivation, because more statue companies in the industry means more good statues being made that potentially I might be able to buy. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. So if he puts in an apology, good. Credit to you. Good. Keep fucking apologizing and be fucking more human and understand that you're fucking this up and you need to help people out a bit. That's all.
I'm not saying Chad is a murderer, but he is narcissistic. That's what I'm implying. Okay. I was going to say that anyway. Well, no, that is the point as well. Is like we don't do, not even going after. We don't bring up these things as a way of let's bring down this company. It's about these are what they're doing wrong, and this is what they could be doing better, and hopefully they not listen to it, but hopefully they take some of the advice on board, and hopefully it will improve things. It doesn't help anyone if the companies go out of business and go bankrupt.
It's bad for everybody.
It's bad for everyone. Lose money.
It's bad for the people that have spent all this money. They're waiting on it. I don't want them to lose money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be happy with collectors losing shitloads of money. It's fucking no good for no one.
So let me read this anyway. We want to take a moment to sincerely apologize for the delays in getting your statues to you. We completely understand how frustrating the wait has been and how long the process has taken. Please know that we share your frustration, and we are doing everything in our power to make sure things move forward as smoothly and quickly as possible. Our team also taken extra steps to keep everyone better updated moving ahead. Your patience and continued support truly means the world to us, and we can't thank you enough for sticking through this. Shipping updates. Beastman and Gillman will start shipping at the end of November 2025. Superman Bust and Trapjaw variants shipping updates will come by the end of November 2025 as well. Doomsday will start shipping the beginning of January 2026. Refund status. This is where you should listen out, people. We completely understand that the extended wait has been difficult, and while we are confident that shipping will move forward within the update timelines we've shared, we also want you to feel comfortable with your order. If you prefer not to wait, we're happy to offer a full refund upon request. Your trust means everything to us. So full refund is NRD as well. And we want everything. We want every collector to feel confident and cared for. Whether you choose to continue with your refund, contact us moving forward. All customer service inquiries need to be directed to tweeterhead@tweeterhead.com. This will help us stay organized and ensure every message receives the attention it deserves. Please note that response times may take 1 to 2 business days, but no longer than that. Additionally, any emails sent to previous addresses will no longer be monitored. We truly appreciate your understanding as we work to make communication smoother and more efficiently for everyone. We know how important these statues are, not just as collectibles, but as passion pieces. And we are grateful to everyone who stood by us through all of this. We can't wait to see these in your hands soon. As always, thank you for being part of our community and for continuing to believe in what we do. Where to find us? So things to kind of take away from there very quickly.
Well, wait a minute. First of all, that's a decent newsletter. I've just got one question. What's the caveat on refunds?
That's where
that sounds open-ended. Like you can get anything refunded you want.
Well, that's where I was going to go with this. So, so thank you.
Thank
you. Kiss us. Okay, so the shipping updates. So my assumption, right, with this and the way it's structured, for the way it's meant to be, this is what I believe it's meant to be, is that this refund part is a continuation of the Beastman, Gillman, Superman, Trapjaw, Doomsday message. So my not my understanding, but my understanding of what I believe that they were intending, yeah, is that the full refunds applied to the 5 pieces above.
That's not what's written.
No, exactly. It's not been worded that way, but that is what I believe they intended.
Well, they fucked up then, because that sounds like
the way that this is basically, hey,
read that fucking refund part again. Read the refund part again.
No, I agree with you. But
I swear it's like, if you're not happy and you don't want to wait, you can just like contact us and we'll give you a full refund.
100%.
And there's no caveat to
100%
on these pieces. It just then flows off into some conversation, and I'm sitting there going, he's just told me that I can, like, if I had like 6 pieces with Tweeterhead or 5 pieces.
Someone today said they had 9, and they're getting them all. They asked for all of them to be refunded.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It reads like, if you're not happy, you don't like how it's gone, we'll refund you everything.
Yeah,
that's how it reads.
100%. I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, because I use AI a lot. For my knowledge of AI, my knowledge of kind of social media posts and whatever else is they fucked up because they're reliant upon AI. They put this into AI. They've tried to get it structured, and they've done it in a way where it is so unclear that it's open-ended.
Definitely appears like when you read it to me that I was listening. So first I didn't read it like I was listening to what you were saying. And then I was being led down a way which was like a bit like he's just left that completely open-ended for the refunds. He's just basically saying you get refunded on anything. Just message these two places. Message this place, and you're good. I'm just thinking, but that's going to cripple your business, lad.
I literally, to myself, I think that they fucked up. That is not what they mean. So now they can either go one of two routes.
No.
They can go one of two ways now and own it and just go, yep, it's on everything. Okay. And then they're going to be crippled and then they're going to be bankrupted unless they've got Sideshow's backing. And this is something we didn't mention, is they kept mentioning about there is a secret kind of company that's going to bail us out, kind of help us out here behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They didn't say who. If it's Sideshow, obviously Sideshow potentially would have the funding to do this because they've done it in the past for PCS when new PCS took over and old PCS screwed them over. So there is potential. It's Sideshow and it could happen. But yeah, I think that is a real fuck up on whoever wrote the message. I honestly believe that they mean that on those 5 products.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That won't hold up.
That won't hold up in an argument at all. They won't hold up in an argument at all. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do the kind of flip side of
devil's advocate. You're playing devil's advocate.
What did they mean here? And I believe that they meant these 5. And
you have to write that, man. You have to put that caveat in there. You have to write that.
100%.
You have to say, if you're not happy with the timelines or the delay on these items, here they all are, then please contact us below on this place. Any messages regarding these pieces to any other emails will unfortunately not be responded to due to traffic and staff, blah, 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 blah. But you're basically saying these are the pieces, this is the issue, and you're entitled to a refund on these. That reads like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. You can get refunded if you're not happy, like, because we're all friends. We just care about you and your money. So we'll refund you. We don't, we want you to be happy. And it's a bit like, again, it's this casualness I'm talking about, you see. It's too casual, this. It's like fucking we're all mates here.
No, 100%.
I'm telling you something now. No true words. There's no such thing as show friends, man. Show business.
I know. 100%. And the way it's been worded is you've just open-ended that all of your things can be refunded. Anyone who wants a product on any of their items, they can do it. That's what you basically just done by this.
That's what it says to me. That's what it says to everybody 100%. Else to read.
I kind of understand why they've done this in a way. Obviously, they haven't dealt with any customer service in a year, so that mailbox is going to be fucking inundated.
Yeah,
also, they did that thing where Eric started, so it was eric@tweeterheads.com, it was info@tweeterhead.com, customer service, so they had so many messages that, I think we need to draw a line in the sand. Basically, we're going to have to ignore all your messages from previously from this point before.
Yeah.
But you message this place, and this is their next fuck up. There is no way that they're going to respond to all those messages in 1 to 2 business days.
Nah.
Over this weekend alone, they're going to get a ridiculous amount of messages.
Yeah.
Like over this weekend alone. Sorry, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that is another 1 to 2 business days. They should have said like 3 to 4 or whatever, but 1 to 2 is a bit optimistic for sure.
Well, I don't know fucking elite companies that can get back to me in 1 to 2 business days.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know.
Be lucky you hear anything within 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I know. No, it's crazy.
It's such a fucking mess, bro.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And let me see if there's any comments here. So Chris, as a Tweetheads ambassador or such promoter of their products, has been far too neutral, sat on his hands as far as getting answers and info over time for collectors. That's the problem with Chris in general, is if you like his videos, good for you. But my point is, we've had issues behind the scenes.
We know
we've had issues openly with him as well. called him out on lots of shady shit over the time. I'm not going to list all of that stuff again, but he is not the nice person you think he is. He is fake smiles, and he's a piece of shit. He's in it for himself. He's selfish, and he's not the kind of person you think he is. So for him, anything that he can get any kind of promotion from, he will fuck over his mother. He'll fuck over anybody to get any kind of promotion, and he doesn't care who it is.
Yeah.
He is a real he's not a nice piece of work at all.
No,
So, you know, and in this situation where he's been pumping his group for Tweeterheads for so long, as soon as the shit hits the fan, I'm going to be a moderator. I'm going to back into the shadows, and I'm just going to sit here and pull my little funny fucking amateur dramatic faces every time someone says something shocking. I'm going to go, every time someone says something I should be angry about, I'm going to, you know, all this shit. And that's what he was doing in the corner. And then when he
luckily he had a fucking decent panel. I think the panel could fuck off and start their own channel.
Well, that's the thing as well.
I mean, because to be honest with you, they carried it anyway.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, you know, I didn't watch it because I like I said, I can't. But I mean, I heard from a lot of people that I actually voices I respect. They said they did a good job. They tried. They tried to push. They tried to fucking get the answers. They didn't give them an easy time. They tried to. But mate, you're on his fucking platform, bro.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and play neutral on your own platform, son.
So is this going to cause a run on Tweeterhead, just like a run on Bank when everyone shows up to withdraw?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. Just on the RaddTitan group, I put up a post to say this, like, you need to contact this email address if you want to, you know, get any customer service done, and if you want to get your refunds, you need to contact this. And literally in the thread, it's like, I cancelled all 9 of mine, I cancelled all 6 of mine, I cancelled all 3 of mine, I cancelled 4 of them, I cancelled this and this. I can't believe it. I love this piece, but I'm not waiting. I can't trust this company anymore. You know, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. I mean, there were so many posts I saw of people that were like, they were waiting for that chat, and then when they got no answers out of it in the end, they've just like, I can't trust them now.
Of course, yeah. The refunds got me confused. He says he doesn't have the money for the tariffs, but he has the money for refunds.
That makes sense, that does it, lad?
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
Welcome to fucking.
I've asked for a refund.
Welcome to mediocre mathematics 101.
Sounds like a blanket refund on any order to me. That's how it reads. 100% that's how it reads.
Already reads that way.
I wasn't disagreeing with Geo at all.
No.
I'm trying to look at it from the other point and just sort of say, look, this is what I actually think they did mean. And that is honestly what I think they did mean. And I think they worded it in such a bad way that they fucked up. And this is what happens when you don't have a proper team around you. You know, if you don't have a team who do the communications or do this, then this, then you're going to, yeah. Shipping updates and refunds. Updates are separate. Shipping updates.
I actually feel sorry for David as well, you know.
Yeah.
Because in fairness, like, it must be hard for it to be in that position for him.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It must be. I mean, because obviously I've seen him getting tagged to post as well, and it's like, well, you know, why are you tagging him? He's a creative director.
It's creative. It's not.
He's not the money. He's not the decision. He's not the. He
doesn't
get in your hand. He just creates it. This is one of the other things that's worrying as well. Is Tweetheads had this project which was announced by Sideshow like last October or whenever it was.
Yeah.
And this is like the collaboration with Legendary Beast for the 1/6 scale pieces.
Yeah.
No, there's not been any official. The funny thing about that is there's not been really any official announcement about it happening other than it being on the Sideshow like Sideshow shown.
Yeah, exactly.
There was nothing really announced on Tweetheads, and I think Jay might have posted about it, but I don't think it was anything big. Like, you would think this would be quite a celebration that it's happening. This collaboration between 3 big companies and but with all this going on, I don't see that partnership happening at all. I mean,
That's
it's a
great.
shame.
That's great news for Jay, because Jay needs to fucking run 100 miles from there.
Well, the problem as well is like, you know, if Jay's created the prototypes and printed them and whatever else, that's still a lot of money he's put into that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, but then again, it's not. It's about cutting your losses. And hopefully, you can pick
I
up.
think Sideshow should fucking spot him. I think him and Sideshow should work together, and that should be it.
I don't know how simple that is, though, because again, I
Of
don't
course,
know.
it's. But I'm just saying. I think that they
He
should.
1/6 license, yeah.
I think that they should help him out there and sort of like be like, you know what, we'll
Yeah.
fucking do it with you. We'll partner up with you.
It's a tough one, and I wouldn't like to be Jay in that situation because there's so many kind of angles as well. Because what you have to think about is Jay, you know, he's probably on thin ice, like as a starting point with Sideshow because of his background. Obviously, with Halamar, and then with XM, especially.
Wait a minute, fucking Daniel Bell fucking is one of their big nuts guys over there. And when did Daniel Bell start?
Well, yeah, but
Don't fucking talk to me about this
No, I
hypocrisy.
know, but there is that kind of judgment. So,
Well,
then
you're being an up your ass fucking hypocrite, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying.
You're gonna hang a man for his beginnings because he started off with fan art stuff, but you're gonna fucking make fucking Daniel Bell your like senior fucking sculpting guy, and his background's in fan art stuff too.
I think he's higher than that, but yeah.
No,
I want Jay to partner up, and I want that to happen. You know, if that
you can't hold a man down for fucking. You know, you've got the way to get into this fucking game. Nobody just walks up into Sideshow's fucking main office and goes, "Oh, by the way, I'm a sculptor. How about you let me fucking do this?" Or, "By the way, I've fucking produced this many statues. Why don't you let me partner with you?" Them things don't happen. You have to start somewhere.
No.
Have to start somewhere. And fan art is where everybody starts.
And it was such a long time ago when, yeah. But I really hope that Jay can work it out, and I hope that all the best happens there. But I do think that, him not being involved with it would probably be a good idea as well with Tweeterheads. The other side of this as well is the conversation earlier on about Sideshow and the monopoly and the kind of control, and I think that is a whole other conversation, because what people don't kind of see is the stuff behind the scenes with kind of Sideshow and stuff like that. When I worked for like Connecticut's, obviously they went out of business and wherever else, but you get Sideshow is such a big company and so much power that when you go to a distributor, you'll say, "Hey, you can buy this statue, you get your 30% off of it, or 35 or 40, depending on how many you order, or depending on what the agreement is." And this is one of the reasons as why statues are priced how they're priced, because you have to have this markup to allow for distributors to be able to have their markup.
Yeah,
and that creates the prices become ridiculous. I remember watching something on Dragon's Den or Shark Tank or something like that, where they were talking about it, and this guy was selling something which was like to farmers, and he was selling it for like $2, and they were like, "Yeah, why would you sell it for $2?" He goes, "Because it's for farmers, and this is what they need, and it's cheap, and this is how much it cost me to make. It cost me 75 cents." And they go, "Yeah, I can't go into business with you unless you charge $6.95 for each one of those." And he's like, "Well, why am I going to do that? Farmers won't pay that." He goes, "I'm out then." It's a bit like that.
Yeah, there they are.
Anyway, because they need their money. But anyway, so Sideshow have that kind of control, and the other side of it is Sideshow is so big that they don't pay. With Connecticut they didn't pay the upfront. So if you go to like a company, like a distributor, you pay your non-refundable deposit to us. Sideshow don't do that, so they can go, "We'll order 100 of those," and then a year later, when you've produced paid all the money up front, you've done all that, they go, "Yeah, we've had loads of cancellations. We're only going to take 20 of those," or it likely won't be that kind of drop, but you committed to 100, and then they pull out.
Yes, crazy.
But anyway, so then the other side of it then is, you know, if you want to support companies like you like the smaller companies, it's good to buy directly from them, because then obviously they get all the money. They can then create other projects, expand on their lines, and create the things that you want them to do.
Yeah.
But now, in this day and age, because of Connecticut's Tweetheads and whoever else who, you know, you're worried about your money, the easiest thing to do is to go through Sideshow, because as a customer, you got the most support there.
Yeah.
It's kind of a spiral, isn't it, really?
Yeah. It's a survival rather than a flourish.
Mm.
And it's like the thing before the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that deal with the devil right before you die.
Yeah.
That's how it feels, because it's a bit like you can't win that way. You can survive, you can make do, but you're not going to win, because you're basically giving loads of your profit away before you even start.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, that's the thing, is like distribution is, you know,
Massive.
30, 35, 40%. And then if you think about, if it costs this much to make, because, you know, this is the kind of price, and then the markup is that, and you're giving that much to the distributor, it's like, you know, that's why obviously the dream is to go directly with every company. You know, they want everyone to buy from them. But then obviously when now Tweeterheads is in this position, aren't they now doing all their sales through Sideshow?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a tough
Like
one.
hanging on in it, man.
It's a real tough one. It's horrible. And, you know, I honestly would love to see them kind of recover. I'd love to see them come back. I'd love to see them, you know, deliver all their pieces to people. But I just think now, you know, with that message that's just been sent out, and the way the community is feeling at the moment, the lack of any kind of information on that last live stream, and now putting out this message to say, you know, all of you get a full refund on everything. I just see that as the final nail in the coffin. I can't see any recovery from that. I can't see a final, you know, unless like Sideshow somehow upfront buy all the products, you know, and then list them on their site. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
all of a sudden
You're going to need a big player like that, innit? You need a big player.
Like Sideshow will basically bail them out, and all of a sudden you'll see all the Tweetheads products on Sideshow being sold for a long period of time to clear them. Maybe that will happen. That's the only thing I can
just delaying the inevitable with Sideshow, though, isn't it? This is the problem. Because again, you're giving 30% on away.
More.
And more.
I think it could be up to 50%.
The margins like that. The margins would be so small.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons
room for error. Now, when your margins, like that's the whole point. When your margins are so tight, you can't fuck anything up. You can't have a bad project. You can't have delays that are really bad for you. It's just like really bad.
Yeah.
So when you do, I mean, this is the problem.
No, it's a tough one. Again, I mean, I wish them all the best, and I do hope they recover, but I can't see it. I can't see it unless Sideshow.
Yeah, it's not fucking the lines to be made. You know what I mean? The Masters line and all the other stuff that they do, the horror stuff that they do. I want to see, like, obviously, I want to see Igo's fucking brilliance. I want to see more things like that. But at the end of the day, we've got to provide some sort of strategy that's going to fucking actually put that shit into place and deliver from it. Yeah. I guess it's just a thing to say good luck. I think he made a serious mistake, though, Chad, by going on that chat.
I'm prepared.
I think he made a really big mistake. Listen, I don't care about like where he goes, because to be honest with you, it saved me from having to sit. And I find it really hard, because when I'm sort of not agreeing with people, or I don't like how they behave, it's really hard for me to bite my tongue and not fucking just like give them a lot of shit. So it is a challenge. It is a challenge because they're just not going to agree. So it got me out of fucking having to sit there and sort of like maybe try to be half polite, like you were talking about, so that they relax enough to actually start talking properly. But you know, he would have got the questions with us. He would have been able to actually give proper answers because he would have had time to actually give real answers, real timelines, real strategies, real things.
Well, I would have given him a list of questions anyway, like
Exactly. We would have got them all from the collectors. We would have got all the fucking stuff that they want to know. We would have compiled it all, sent it all over to him, and said these are the things that are really important, and you need to answer them. But he would have had to come correct with the answers. On the spot's no fucking good. You don't need to be you don't need. Listen, it's great to have the romance for this shit, but honestly, it doesn't work. Go up to anybody that you want to get information from and call them a cunt to their face and see how much they talk to you. It's really hard to catch people unawares. You don't want to. You want them to sort of understand what they're going to talk about so they feel safe. And then when they feel safe, they'll share.
Yeah.
Just watch any police interview, bro. Watch any detective interview. Do you think they go in there and go, "You fucking murdered them people, didn't you, you piece of shit"? They don't.
Well, unless you do good cop, bad
cop. They don't. That's in the movies. In the real, like when we're watching 24 Hours in Police Custody here, that was some UK program. They like, you know, they befriend you. They're like, what's going on, man? What's happening with you? That's how it starts. They turn it up later, and that shit starts to come later when they've got enough on you, but not at the beginning. They know you're just going to seize up and go no comment. They know that. So they try it as gentle as possible. So that's the way to handle it. Get the questions in, let the person answer them.
Actually interviewed a few people, so yeah.
Exactly, there you go.
But,
you understand.
What's that? Hoffnetminder 35 later the show. It's some AI thing that someone posted, and I just thought it was funny. It's like basically someone put a post up saying about, you know, this is going to be their Superman busts waiting in the factory to be collected. I think we're done really, because I don't think it's worth going on to all the other stuff. Is there, or do you want to?
Really, I mean, to be honest with you,
that's 2 hours already.
This was the big fucking thing we needed to talk about, because like I went away for like 2 weeks nearly, and then in that time this has happened.
Yeah, I do think as well it's probably best, and well for me as well, that Chad didn't come on, because then whenever we have a bad chat as such, I hear about it for the next week from you. Well, I hear about you bitching about it for the whole fucking week about me getting the person on there as a guest and how much of a cunt I am for doing it. So yeah.
The thing is, it's like I say, listen, in life, this is what happens. Like, you know, you're not always gonna agree like on all things. You know, it's just how it is. You know, I am, you know, a certain person. I have certain morals. I have certain standards and things. And some people are not going to have them sort of things themselves. They're going to be different. And I just think, you know, when we interviewed him, when we spoke to him, and he was with David and all that stuff, and I think we've had him on maybe twice, but it just is a little bit like, you know what, like it's like talking to somebody that it's a little too casual. Yeah. It's just casual. And, you know, you have to be more careful. You're a CEO of a company. You've got to act right. You can do your company a lot of damage by what you say.
Yeah.
Don't fucking see. We ain't friends. We're not friends. The objective is to get like answers and share stuff. And I'm happy to promote companies because I want them to flourish and do well. I love to have CEOs on here and talk about their products and all of that stuff. But, you know, you've got to take responsibility for the things that you say.
Of course.
You're going to come on here and act like, you know, everybody should know how you behave and how you do business, and you know this person and this actress and this fucking
Halloween outfit dinner rife. And
if you're going to do all of that, then it's going to make people. I mean, you just seen as well. Prime example, right? There's a person out there that wrote every single timestamp of every bit of information for Tweeterhead has put out there. That's where you are. Yeah. Son, you're in the water with sharks. Don't forget where you are. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all right when you're on your yacht, we're drinking champagne, but you jump into the water, there's people waiting to tear your fucking head off because they're looking to see what you're about. And collectors have put money in that. And, you know, money's hard to come by. We've all got to graft and earn it.
Well, there's a recession at the moment, isn't there? So, yeah.
Oh, don't want to forget that.
Yeah,
And
and
why
the
fucking
biggest market in the world is the USA for this stuff. No matter what pretty much every company I've worked for, USA is the biggest market. Even with XM, you're not
yeah,
going to sell in USA with most of their stuff. Still the biggest market, anyway. And when there's these tariffs going on, it's going to affect your business
yeah,
ridiculously. And then to kind of come in with just just dismissive and just not apologizing and not doing things. I mean, on the newsletter you did, or someone wrote this and did, and AI did it very well, or whatever it was. But to go onto the chat and just not be like, I'm really sorry to everyone, and this is going to be better, this is that, and then just not give any other answer, just not give an answer to anything. Oh
no,
yeah,
it's
well,
really dangerous with companies as well. It's when
Friday. Yeah.
when there's problems, throwing other products is really, really like it riles people up.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, let's say, for example, like the Master of the Universe line, if you've got a load of replacements or you've got a load of damaged stuff, or like that, there's a problem with the trapdoor and all of this that went on for ages, like years,
Hmm.
problems, yeah.
They missed a part.
They don't want to see. They don't want to see fucking you know what I mean? Scarecrow and fucking all. They don't want. They want to know what's going on with the ones they previously bought into. It's
They were going
dangerous.
to apparently they were going to release another 3 pre-orders this year.
Yeah,
They were going to do the 2 or 3 pre-orders this year. They were going to do like I can't remember what ones it was now, but they were going to do 3 of them. I think it was Scareglow, Disco something, and whatever else.
yeah, but like silence is damaging, of course,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the only thing that's sort of like a little bit more damaging than pure silence is silence on the problems, but talking a lot about the promotion of other stuff. That always bothers people a lot. So you've got to be very fucking careful. I hope they listen, man. I hope they fucking bounce back. I hope something happens. I hope they're bailed out and they get some fucking investment. Because at the end of the day, they've got a couple of good lines. They make some pretty good shit, to be fair. You know what I mean? I like the company, so I've got a lot of respect for David Igo and what he does. So I don't want to see anybody go under because it's just not good for our hobby, really.
Should we end with a good thing, like a little? Let me give you a question, and you're not allowed to. I'll give you 2 examples, and you're not allowed to use those ones, right?
Okay. Go.
So right, what I want from you, right, is I want the best movie monologue from a movie which is terrible. Yeah. So I'm going to go with my favorite is Vender from Cyborg in the intro. Yeah.
All right.
And then probably the Punisher 1989 where he's like, "What God, why
What?
the innocent suffering?"
What? Years of punish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 2. That's my 2 favorite ones. So the Vender. Do you know the Vender? Do you remember the Vender one?
Yeah, I like the yeah. Going
Do you
to it,
remember it? It's like
you're it.
first. No, was it like first it came the collapse of civilization, anarchy,
Yeah.
the plague, slowly closing his fist over the entire planet.
Yeah, it's a good one.
There's a rumor had it scientists working on a cure.
A monologue from a
And the
film
death.
that's not very good, though.
Before the plague and then the death ended. Why? I like the death. I like the misery. I like this world.
Yeah, I was really disappointed when he turned up in Point Break with his squeaky voice.
We're gonna fuck you up.
They'll fuck you up. What? A bad movie that has a good monologue.
Yeah. Apparently, I got a few. Apparently, Street Fighter.
Oh, that's brilliant.
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was a Tuesday. It's not really a monologue.
I like the one we talks about, That's a good one. That would be mine. That's Street Fighter is a really shit film, but I really do love it, and I will always watch it if it comes on. I'm anywhere near it. I'll leave it on where he's like, where he talks the
I haven't
goes,
seen it. Like, I haven't
you know,
seen
like,
it.
so it's okay. We get to go home. You know,
Oh,
or he goes, that's what he says. Like, it's okay. We get to go home. You know, our friends are dead. You know, but it's okay. We get to go home. It's like, you know, Bison. You know, he's not going to be held accountable, but it's okay. We get to go home. That's the monologue, isn't it? He goes, well, I'm not going to go home. I'm going to kick that son of a bitch. That's a brilliant.
Yeah, it was the best day
Okay.
of his life for Alex. It was a Tuesday.
That's a good one.
I've not seen
Street Fighter's a good one.
I've not seen it very. Can you not think of one?
Street Fighter's a good one
really
because that's a really bad movie. But I'm obviously the monologue there sort of always hits home with me. But I don't think it's a bad movie. It's Rocky Balboa's one where he's talking to his son. That's like the best. That's the best monologue ever from any movie for me.
Yeah,
He's talking to his son because his son is like basically blaming him for like problems that he's having on with his life, and he says to him like, oh, I've got on the line. He says, let me tell you something you don't know. Let me tell you something you already know. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. It's a hard, mean, horrible place, and it'll beat you down to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. He said, but it's not about, you know, he said nothing or nobody's going to hit harder than life. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. He said it's something like that. Yeah. It's fucking great. That's a great monologue, to be honest. Probably my favorite. But it's hard because I actually like the movie Rocky Balboa a lot.
I like cyborgs. I've told that story like 100 times, but literally when I had my Sky Dish and I had like all the porn channels, like all the German channels, you know, everything. And I remember like flicking through the channels, and it was like RTL, and I forgot I was stopped on RTL, and literally at that time you had to watch a movie at 10 o'clock. Like at 10 o'clock, your movie would start, and if you like start watching a movie and then you're like, oh, it's not that good. You're kind of committed now because if you start flicking through, you've missed the first 10 minutes of something else.
Yeah, got you.
Do it. So
old school times.
Yeah, so I'm on RTL, and then a Cyborg comes on, right, and it's in German, and I'm watching it in German because I knew all the lines. So I'm watching it, and then I get like halfway and I fell asleep, and then literally like I woke up with my mum like walking down the stairs. And then I might wake up and then just fucking like hardcore porn on the TV because it was obviously RTL, a German channel, and I'm trying to fucking fumble through the remote. Fucking fumbling, the door opens, mum looks at the screen, and I'm just there like with the remote in my hand. I was watching Cyborg with Van Damme. And she's there like, yeah, okay, fucking slaps him around the head, takes a control, turns it off, and I'm there like, get the fuck to bed, and I'm like, oh man.
That's brilliant.
And then literally the next day, my fucking my Skybox was locked. The idiots, they did it as like 1111, so it didn't take long to break it because like you kind of like, you know, you're waiting for your dad to kind of like do it, so you're like a bit like that, and then you see him like 1111, you're like,
Gotcha.
Okay.
I left the porn tape in, like, I only had one video recorder or some video player in my house.
Yeah.
So like I left like a tape in the fucking in the front room's video recorder thing. I left it in there. And I can't remember where we were, but we had like people round. And I think my mum thought something else that she previously left was in there. And then she said like, oh yeah, it's like put that on, and like, I had completely like literally forgotten. So I was just sitting there. I swear my fucking nan was there, and she put it on, and then it was like fucking German massive boob fucking plastic surgery with a fucking ram, and I was like,
"Is it Dolly Land? Fucking Dolly Buster."
My mum was like, "Fuck."
I remember we were like, I think it was when we went to Madrid or we went to Greece or somewhere, and I remember you were in a shop and you saw this fucking Dolly Buster video and you fucking like lost your shit.
Oh yeah, that's like nostalgic porn, man. Nostalgic porn's there, man. That's like the first ever thing I ever saw. But what this is? My best one was when I bought low tone though in the case. I bought low tone, right? And as we were walking through, they were like trying to stop us. I'm fucking well, Radd.
I know that was from Madrid, and you had your fucking bag over your shoulder, right? And then, literally, I'm waiting for my bag, and then no, I've got my bag, and walking with Justin. I'm talking to Justin, and all of a sudden, right? I know because they stopped us.
Yeah,
They
they stopped us
stopped
all.
us. No, they stopped me and Justin, and then they were like, "Are you with anyone else?" You were like, and it was like, "No."
You're not opening this cake, motherfucker.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, God.
But Justin just brought that kind of negative fucking behaviour.
Well, that was the time we went away, and Justin's a guy we went to school with, and basically we were in 3 separate places. And one of the time we were in a pizza place. Oh yeah, it was the first time we were in a pizza place. And we're sitting there. We got like a map because it's like the old time. Got a map. And we're a bit like to this guy. Justin goes, "Where's a good place we can go for like a couple of drinks?" And he goes, "Oh yeah. So if you go down to this part, you go down to the old town, and you go here. There's a few bars in here." And then he looks at Justin and goes, "Oh, but for you can go down here. This is the gay area." And and then the next day, we went to a strip club.
Yeah.
And we were talking to this like Romanian stripper or whatever she was. We were chatting to her, and she literally was the worst stripper ever, because she was basically like, "Oh, don't." I think Justin was going to get a drink, and he was like, "Oh, do you want a drink?" She goes, "No, don't buy me a drink, because then you have to pay like this much money for a drink." And and then I don't even think she danced either. Anyway, but she basically said like the stripper called him gay.
And then, it happened like 3 times, didn't it? 3 or 4 times.
And then we went to that place where the main night where we got really drunk, and we were drinking these like pints of whatever it was, like some fucking cocktail in a pint. And me and you were just getting fucking wasted when we had the little fight in the street. And then what happened was we were at the bar, and I think we were getting a drink. And then this like massive fucking like, I'm assuming he was like German or something, big fucking German guy goes, "Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, how you?" Like, cheers. And he like goes to Justin like by the shoulders, goes, "Oh, look at your little gay friend, look at him." He's like, "What the fuck?"
You're not gay at all, so it's
like 3 different times.
Bless his heart.
All right.
Although I have to say, he has like I don't know. I keep seeing his fucking thing pop up on Facebook, and it's him and another guy.
Okay.
I'm always a bit like, why? I know he's got a missus and he's got kids, but
yeah.
the picture on his Facebook is always him and another dude, and I'm a bit like, okay,
maybe he's anyway. He used to work for Sega, I think, at one point.
Nintendo, wasn't it?
Sega.
He worked for Nintendo as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, we'll leave it there anyway. On that note,
so I feel better. That worked actually. I do actually feel a bit better.
Good.
You're getting a bit dark and depressing.
All right. We need to go because I need to ask your advice on something. A trade. All right. Thanks everyone. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe, and share, and put a comment in there. If you don't agree with us, you think we're a bunch of dicks. If you do agree with us, it'll be better, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.